The name alone sends a shiver down your spine. Atlantis. It's a story whispered across millennia, a legend of a magnificent island civilization that vanished beneath the waves in a single catastrophic day and night. Think about it, an entire continent swallowed by the ocean. This isn't just some fairy tale told around a campfire, it's a mystery that has captivated explorers, historians, and dreamers for over 2,000 years. The quest for Atlantis is more than a search for sunken treasure or a lost city. It's a hunt for a missing chapter of human history, a civilization that might have been the most advanced of its time, holding secrets that could rewrite everything we think we know about our own origins. The allure is irresistible because the possibility, however remote, is just too big to ignore. What if the stories are true? What if there really was a superpower in the ancient world, a utopia of incredible wealth, technology, and wisdom that disappeared without a trace? The idea is staggering. We've mapped the deepest trenches of the ocean and sent rovers to Mars, yet a massive piece of our own planet's potential history remains completely unaccounted for. Every great mystery has an origin story, and for Atlantis, it all begins with one man, the ancient Greek philosopher Plato. Around 360 BC, he wrote two dialogues, Timaeus Critias, where he introduces the world to this incredible lost civilization. This wasn't just a passing comment, he laid out the story in meticulous detail. But here's the kicker. Plato didn't claim to have invented it. He insisted it was a true story passed down through his family for generations. The account, he said, originated with the great Athenian statesman Solon, who traveled to Egypt around 600 BC, and learned the tale from a group of ancient Egyptian priests. According to Plato, the Egyptian priests revealed to Solon that their temples held records of a history far older than Greece's. They told him of a mighty island empire called Atlantis located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar. This wasn't just some local legend, it was documented history, preserved in their sacred texts for 9,000 years. Imagine Solon, hearing this for the first time. The idea that a civilization predating his own by millennia had risen to such heights and then vanished would have been mind-blowing. For those of us who believe there's a kernel of truth in Plato's account, the world is full of tantalizing clues. The first piece of evidence is the discovery of what some call orichalcum. Plato described this mysterious metal, second only to gold, as flashing with a red light. For centuries it was considered a fantasy. Then, in 2015, marine archaeologists excavating a 2,600-year-old shipwreck off the coast of Sicily found 39 ingots of a strange, reddish-gold alloy. A second clue comes from the depths of the ocean itself. Sonar mapping has revealed strange geometric formations on the Atlantic seafloor. One famous example, the Bimini Road in the Bahamas, large rectangular limestone blocks. Geologists say natural beach rock, but the alignment and right angles make you wonder. Could these be remnants of an ancient harbor or wall? Third, we have the maps. Several pre-modern maps, most famously the 1513 Piri Reis map, show land masses that don't exist today. The Piri Reis map depicts the coast of South America with surprising accuracy. It also appears to show a large Atlantic island where none exists now. Fourth, countless global legends of a great flood and a sunken homeland. Noah, the Epic of Gilgamesh, indigenous tales across the Americas. Finally, there is the simple, bold claim from Plato himself. Once you start believing Atlantis could be real, the next logical question is, where is it? The hunt for its location has become one of the greatest geographical detective stories of all time, with theories spanning the entire globe. One of the most popular and mysterious proposed locations is right in our backyard, under the infamous Bermuda Triangle. This stretch of the Atlantic is notorious for unexplained disappearances of ships and planes, and some researchers believe a massive submerged pyramid-like structure detected by sonar could be the cause. The theory suggests that an Atlantean power source, perhaps using exotic crystals, is still active on the seafloor, creating the electromagnetic anomalies that plague the region. Another leading candidate takes us out of the ocean and into the middle of the Sahara Desert. The Richat structure in Mauritania, also known as the Eye of the Sahara, is a massive, circular geological formation that bears an uncanny resemblance to Plato's description of the Atlantean capital. It consists of concentric rings of rock, measuring nearly 30 miles in diameter. A third compelling theory places Atlantis in the shallow waters of the Bahamas. The Bahama Banks are a huge submerged plateau that was above sea level during the last ice age, when ocean levels were much lower. This fits the timeline of Plato's story, which places the sinking of Atlantis around 9600 BC. The story of Atlantis doesn't necessarily end with its destruction. One of the most intriguing offshoots is that some Atlanteans survived the cataclysm. They escaped carrying advanced knowledge to other parts of the world. The primary destination, the theory says, was ancient Egypt. Think about it. Egyptian civilization appears suddenly with unexplained sophistication. They had advanced mathematics. They had advanced astronomy. They had advanced engineering. Those skills let them build the Great Pyramids and the Sphinx, both with baffling precision. Where did this knowledge come from? The timeline is tantalizing. Plato dates Atlantis' destruction to around 9600 BC. Geologists found massive water erosion on the Sphinx. That suggests it may be thousands of years older than the pyramids. Cultural similarities are striking. Legendary Atlantis, sun-worshipping. Ancient Egypt, sun-worshipping. Both had powerful priest classes guarding secret knowledge. Both mastered stonework. Both built pyramids. Thoth, the Egyptian god, stands for wisdom. To the Nile after his homeland sank? So, after all this time, where does that leave us? Is Atlantis a real historical place that was wiped off the map? Or is it merely one of the most enduring and elaborate stories ever told? The truth is, the jury is still out. On one side, you have the skeptics, mainstream academics who argue, quite reasonably, that there is no definitive archaeological proof. No pottery, no inscriptions, no ruins have ever been conclusively identified as Atlantean. They believe Plato invented Atlantis as a literary device, a cautionary tale about the dangers of imperial hubris. On the other hand, you have a mountain of circumstantial evidence that is difficult to dismiss entirely. Plato insisting his story was true. The discovery of orichalcum, a metal once thought mythical, ancient maps showing phantom islands, underwater formations that look suspiciously man-made, the Richat structure matching Plato's description, universal flood myths from cultures around the globe. You can't prove any of it, but the sheer volume of coincidences makes you wonder if there's fire behind all that smoke. There are still great discoveries to be made in the forgotten depths of the ocean and in the dusty pages of our past. The final chapter has not yet been written.